And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The tallest building in the United States, One World Trade Center. Looking glorious tonight as we come to you from New York. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Boston Celtics.
And for that game against Los Angeles, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is a champion, but he said, growing up, I never thought about titles. I just wanted to be the best player I could be. When I got to the league, I was listening to all the noise, and it was taking control of my mind. For me, mentally, I have to just focus on my craft. Guys, the results have flown since then.
Clearly. David, thank you. Well, here we are, Clark, at the midway point of the season. Lots of guys banged up. Is it hard to decide for a player when to play through an injury and when to sit?
Yeah, you know, so many factors to consider there, Kevin. I mean, is the injury going to get worse by you trying to play? Is it a matter of pain tolerance and you won't do any additional damage? So that's the delicate dance you're trying to figure out when you're considering playing while not being 100%. The biggest one to me is obviously, is it a long-term impact if you continue to play?
So the Nets starting five. Wing pairing, it's Harden and Harris. Lucas is out there with Durant, and it's O'Connor in at the point. And for the Knicks, Fournier out there with Wilson. Then it's Jabari Parker. Then it's Williams. And it's Ingles in at the small forward. Clock is at 3. And it's Durant missing. Durant against Ingles. And he finishes nice on the way.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Inside, here's Durant, and finished up by KD.
Boy, Harden's got such a tremendous feel for the game and sees the whole court. He's a really slick creator.
Here's Parker, and Durant sends it back. Harden against Fournier. Passes it to O'Connor from outside the arc. Fournier pulls it down.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Parker finds Fournier. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. It's Harden with the drive. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
To the left wing. Wilson left side. Kicks it to Ingles. There's the lob to Fournier. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Nice to see Fournier get involved on offense. He can do a lot of damage to the defense in a lot of different ways.
And Kevin, how about his basketball journey? Taking him from Australia to Spain, then Israel, before finally landing in the NBA at age 27. But Joe Ingles, boy, was well worth the wait. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the middle, here's Parker. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And I like his muscular body. This guy is able to body body up defenders and still get the shot that he wants. He's excellent at finishing through contact.
And he grew up playing Australian rules football, and Ingles not afraid to mix it up.
And early in his career, guys would look to attack him one-on-one, but they learned the hard way. He's long, active, and uses anticipation about as well as anybody.
Fournier's shot is off.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
O'Connor the pass to Harris. Here's the pass to KD. 6 on the shot clock. It doesn't go for him. And New York will come the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
And so it's New York with it, following the bucket by the Nets. And Fournier kicks to Ingles. Pass to Wilson. From deep. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. And Brooklyn has possession. Trailing by 2.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Lucas with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Fournier against Harris. Pass to O'Connor. Outside, KD. It's rebounded by New York.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Harris against Wilson. Down low, Williams. Another shot. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Huge upside as a rebounder. Williams with the wingspan, the attitude, the toughness. This guy could be elite.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And Williams no good on that one.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Now here is Harris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Fournier against Harden. The deep three from Durant. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks.
Passes it to Harris. And there's the pass to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Parker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal.
It's on Jabari Parker.
Yeah, you look at Durant's numbers, 50, 40, 90. He's made that club multiple times. One of the few players to accomplish that. And he seems to threaten those numbers virtually every year.
And he makes the first. Clark, as good a scorer as ever. Durant just needs to stay healthy, right? Just to break all kinds of records.
I agree with that, Kevin. He is as lethal a scorer as we've seen. I mean, when you just talk about putting the ball in the basket, he's in the top 10 all time for my money.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Portis, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. Porter comes in for Joe Ingles. And quickly in for Evan Fournier. Now here's Wilson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New Orleans.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the score by New York. Pass to Harris. Outside, KD. Knocks down the 3-ball. Durant's got 7.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Harris. For New York, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Outside Wilson. Pass to Portis. Over Durant. Portis can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. KD passes to Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Outside Wilson. Back to quickly. And it's sent back by KD.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Turnaround Jay, and it goes down 2 points. KD's got 11 points.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Passes to Porter. They need this. Griffin grabs the board. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Leading by 5. And the shot is good. And that's 13 points for Kevin Durant.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Brooklyn.
At the line.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Free throw, no good for Portis.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
And the pass to McCaw. Shoots a 3. It's tipped.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now here's Porter. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be.
And he didn't care what it was, yoga, weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive, and he'll work 24/7 to make sure he is. And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
KD with the bucket.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Outside, Porter fires the three. Rebounded by the Nets. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. Over Porter at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Wilson against Durant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
The Knicks have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far. And the first one drops. And Brooklyn making a change here. Lucas is checked in. He hits both from the stripe. And the Nets with possession here. 6-point game.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's McCall. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Hill left side. Pass to Craig. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 14. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Knicks go the other way with it. Right side, Wilson. Pass to Quickly. Now here's Wilson. Tight defense on him. New York needs to get off a shot. There's the 3. Craig pulls it in. Nets leading by 6. Passes it to Griffin. They swipe it. Griffin against Porter. On the wing quickly. His last outing, 16 points for him. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis.
That's his first.
That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range in the first quarter. Lucas kicks to Hill. Here's McCall. Drills the 3-pointer. And the Nets lead by 9.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Now here's Porter. No points in the game yet for him. And finished off by Porter.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Hill, following the score by New York. Just 5 to shoot, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive,
Shooting for Brooklyn.
great balance and mobility, powerful.
At the line.
Big
Two
guy who
shots.
can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
That's good from Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin hits them both.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, that's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
And here's Porter from downtown. He can't hit that time. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And Kevin Durant able to get his shot anytime he wants. But he points out that defense requires all five.
This league is not one-on-one defense, so it's a team defense. And, the best defenders, the reason why they're the best defenders is because they got 4 guys behind them that's going to help them and that they trust. So, I think that's what makes us good when we do that.
I agree. Well, if they're locking teams up, they're awfully hard to stop.
And KD, with his length, probably underrated as far as his defensive impact.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
Well, player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Torrey Craig is out there with Griffin. Then there's Hill. Then it's Lucas. And it's McCaw in at the 2. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. Outside Hill. The pass to McCaw. And Greg, some star big men have complained that they get hacked all game long. But they're not getting the foul calls these guards do on the perimeter.
I'd have to agree, Kevin. I mean, on a lot of those fouls, the guards get 3 free throws. So something the league might want to take a look at trying to balance things out.
Hill finds Craig. Here is Lucas. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Griffin. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Williams. So both teams changing it up here. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Lucas.
Mid-range, not a problem for Harden.
Knicks trail by 5. Pass to Parker. Quickly with it. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
For New York, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Parker passes to Quickly. Here's Fournier, fires for 3. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got 6 rebounds now in the game. kicks it to Harden. Shoots over Fournier. Harden's shot is off. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for New York. They trail by 7. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Some nice passing by New York here. Shot clock at 6. It's picked off. Here's Harden driving inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the 7th. Quickly kicks to Fournier. Pass to Quickly. No good on the 3. Nets leading by 9. It's Harden with the drive, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jabari Parker. And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin, and he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He enjoys engaging with kids, and certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality.
One is off.
He's a perennial MVP candidate every year. James Harden wants to compete for titles at this stage of his journey. That's the mindset he brings to this squad.
And the second free throw, good. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. To the paint. Here's Ingles. Drops in the layup for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
It's Harden with the drive. Good. Harden's got 7 now in this quarter.
How about the concentration? I mean, Harden is used to finishing past intense defense. There he goes, doing it again.
Now, quickly, Fournier gets a wide open look. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And James Harden, good for 3. Harden's got 15 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Parker surveying the floor. Williams kicks to Fournier. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball, able to help them close this gap.
You know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Pass to O'Connor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first personal. Second team foul.
For Brooklyn, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their career. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
That is good. And the Nets lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Fournier. Harden the pass to Harris. Here is Durant. Three-pointer. Fournier pulls it down.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The pass to Quickly. Back to Fournier. Now, here's Quickly. Shot clock at 5. Harden grabs the miss. Brooklyn leading by 9. Pass to Durant. O'Connor the pass to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And again, it's the Nets missing. For New York, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Fournier for 3. Shot clock reset for the Knicks. And it's blocked. And Harris wide open. He shoots. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
Now, here's Ingles. He's got 7. Williams dishes to Fournier. With the floater, and it's good on the layup. Fournier's got 7 points for the quarter.
And the tricky Fournier, never afraid to let the floater fly.
Kicks to Lucas. Ingles against Harris. Pass to O'Connor. Now Kevin Durant. Lets it go from deep. Fournier pulls it down. Fournier's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Penetrating game, the ability to get inside off the dribble, very important for this team. And Fournier is brilliant when it comes to slicing up the defense with his drives.
Passes to Harris. Now here's Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. He can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
New York calls timeout. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
In for the Knicks.
Your Knicks City Dancer.
Knicks trail by 10. Here's Wilson. He's got 9. Portis can't get it to go. Harden against Fournier. And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Outside Wilson. Brooklyn with the rebound. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. Here's Harden. No good. Nice D from Porter. And it's Porter with the ball for the New York Knicks. A 12-point game.
And growing up just outside of Paris, Evan Fournier got hurt on the NBA back in 2002, watching that classic Kings-Lakers final series.
And Greg, we hear that story from other international players as well. I mean, guys like Evan who grew up in Europe watching NBA basketball. You got to give Adam Silver, and even before him, David Stern, the prior commissioner a lot of credit for growing the league internationally.
Three shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3.
And in a relatively short time, Fournier has really increased his role in the league. I mean, he's a player you have to guard and keep an eye on at all times.
Good on the second free throw. And he makes all 3.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Here's Durant. And there it is for him.
Kevin Durant.
Durant's got 24 points.
Easy feasting for KD. I mean, he's been killing them tonight. They just don't have an answer for him.
The pass to Fournier. Back to Wilson with the shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Wilson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Nets leading by 9. Hill passes to Lucas. Here's McCall. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Jacks up a 3. He doesn't hit that one.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
The kick out to Porter. Driving in. It's stolen by Hill. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity, and the shot goes in.
Kevin Durant.
26 points for him.
And Hill really swings the ball over nicely. A talented distributor who looks out for his guys.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Lucas against Fournier. Kicks it out to Wilson. Pocket 6. The rebound by the Nets. A minute 42 left to play in the first half. And the jam by Harden.
Harden throwing it down right in their faces. Don't be so mean, James.
1:32 left in the first half. Fournier against Harden. Fournier into the lane.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
This season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
And he knocks down the first one.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Durant. Brooklyn leading by 11. Hill passes to McCaw. It's back to Hill. Harden scanning the floor. No good from McCaw. The Knicks shooting the ball at a 43% rate here in the second quarter. And finished off by Porter.
Porter attacking the rim with bad intentions on his mind. Plenty of bounce still in those legs.
Harden the pass to Craig. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Harden. That one misses. Knicks trail by 9. Wilson inside. He's against Hill. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Pass to Craig. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. They get it back. The Knicks shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Dishes at the portal. Outside Fournier for the three.
And, you know, it's awesome to see Harden giving his all on defense. That's been an area that he's needed to improve on. Really making an effort to stay with his guy.
And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Here's Tom Thibodeau. Coach, you hang your hat on defense. How can you improve there in the second half?
Well, we're having a hard time matching up with their threes. We have to do a much better job with our catch-and-shoot defense.
Defense finds energy, too, and that's what they'll have to work on in the second half. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Shaq, let's get your take on Brooklyn.
They made every possession count by limiting the mistakes. Very disciplined about protecting the ball and making the right play. If they keep this up, the lead should be safe. Don't get cocky and lose just because you're ahead.
And over to Kenny. Your thoughts on the Knicks' first half?
Ice cold. Frigid from the line. The question is now, can they shake it off and get back in the groove? Another option is compensating by going to the rim.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. We've got Wilson. Joe Ingles is out there with Jabari Parker. Then it's Evan Fournier. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman, Fournier, solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
So it's Brooklyn now, following the score by New York. It's Harden with the drive, and he banks in the layup. Harden's got 19 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now, here's Fournier. Brooklyn with the rebound. Lucas has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Harden with the stuff.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
Fournier for 3. Unable to get that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused at the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Nets leading by 8. O'Connor the pass to Harris. And here's Lucas. Outside Durant. From past the arc. Knicks with the rebound. Harden against Fournier. Down low. Takes it off the glass. Fournier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, you know, it's obvious how much Fournier's teammates respect his scoring ability. I mean, you can see it out there. He's capable from anywhere, and his teammates believe in it.
The three from KD trains the three-pointer.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside Fournier. And again, New York with the triple.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Pass to Lucas. Now here is Harris. Passes it to O'Connor. Outside Durant. 5 on the clock. Over Parker. Kicks it out to Harden. Fires from deep. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
A threat to shoot whenever he catches it. Harden wasting no time.
Fournier against Harden. Fournier's shot is off. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They have a 9-point lead. To the middle. Here's Lucas. And Lucas slams it in.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Outside Fournier. And here is Ingles. He's got 7. Outside Wilson. He kicks it to Fournier. From deep three-point range, Brooklyn with the rebound. O'Connor the pass to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
New York calls timeout.
New York trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for New York. Quickly comes in for Fournier. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And they get it. Tucker trying to free himself up. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Wilson.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Good work there as it goes.
You know, with Harris, if you're open, he's going to make sure he finds you.
Knicks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Now the pass to Quickly. Now Ingles. Back to Quickly. 5 to shoot. Williams kicks to Parker. Wilson up top, a second chance effort. And that one goes long.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Wilson the pass to Ingles. Here's Williams. Pass to Quickly. Here's Wilson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wilson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Harris finds Griffin. Durant feeling it out a bit. Rebound by Williams. Knicks trail by 12. Inside, here's Wilson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Portis, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. And it's Otto Porter Jr. in for Joe Ingles. And then for Brooklyn, Torrey Craig comes in for Kevin Durant. And George Hills subbed in for James Harden. Nets leading by 9. Harris outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
Outside Wilson. Kicks it to Williams. He's looking for Portis and finds him. And the layup's good off the glass. Portis has got his second basket of the night.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Williams against Harris. Four on the shot clock. From 10 feet out, it's rebounded by New York. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Porter passes to Quickly. Here's Portis. And he comes up with the deuce. Portis has got it back down to single digits for the Knicks.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Craig. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Again, the Nets for 2.
Yeah, he's become very reliable with that mid-range jump shot. The defense can't let him get comfortable from there.
Pass to Portis. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. They grab their own miss. Williams, that's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Griffin. He hangs in there and cashes in on his second chance points. And the Nets lead by 10.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Now, here's Portis. 6 points for him. Outside, Porter. His three-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Hill. Passes it to Craig. He kicks it to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Porter finds Williams. Porter against Harris. Kicks it out to Wilson. And he lays it straight in. Wilson's got 10 points in just the second half.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Robert Williams. That's his second personal. First team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, well, also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
The first one falls.
And in my opinion, Hill is simply one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. While he's not that tall, he's got exceedingly long arms, and he does a great job using that length to dissuade passes and to challenge shots.
And Brooklyn making a change here. McCaw's checked in. Both free throws good from Hill. Knicks trail by 12. Outside Portis. To the inside. Here's Wilson. The shot that time, not on target. And Brooklyn will come the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
2 minutes remaining in the
Now
third.
here is Hill.
2 minutes.
No good. Shot missing. Williams with the defensive effort. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
From 12 feet out. And it's quickly missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's McCall. The pass to Griffin. Outside Hill. Now Craig, defended by Portis. Just 5 on the clock. Knicks with the rebound.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Craig against Wilson. Outside Porter. Over Hill. New York, no good that time either.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Kept alive. Nets passing it around. Pass to Craig. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Portis. Knicks trail by 12. Right side, Porter. Pass to Quickly. They get a hand on it. Back to Porter. Williams inside. Defended by Griffin. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To end the cold streak. And Quickly with the lay-in.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack the confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Here's Griffin. That will count. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We come back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Lucas is out there with Griffin. And there's Hill. And it's McCall in at the 3, the small forward.
Defense looking helpless here. Fournier is solid as going despite getting hit. Really strong playing through contact.
O'Connor, who's guarded by Fournier. Quickly with it, down low. That is good. And the Knicks lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Fournier.
You know, even when you think you've got Fournier bodied up, he still finds a way to slither to a score.
Now here's Lucas. And he converts the layup.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Williams, good, nice job down low.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Nets leading by 6. Passes it to Griffin. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. It's Fournier on the wing. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Porter, no luck.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession.
Next ball.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
So for the Knicks, Jabari Parker's checked in for Robert Williams. And it's Joe Ingles in for Porter. Here's McCall. Ingles covering. Shot clock at 5. The 11-footer. Good work defensively by Ingles.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Quickly the pass to Fournier. Ingles with the ball. And the pass to Quickly. Over Hill. Hill pulls it in. Brooklyn leading by 6. Pass to KD. The shot misses. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And the Knicks miss again.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's his third personal.
Durant is a flat-out baller, showing off his wily strength on these tough finishes. He's a thin guy, but he's a strong guy.
At the line
The Nets making a switch here.
Kevin Durant. One shot.
Knicks trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Quickly. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 7 rebounds in the game. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. McCaw, the pass to KD. Good on the bucket.
Kevin Durant.
Durant's got 38 points.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Outside Fournier. Softly drops in the floater. Fournier's got 6 points in the quarter.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And it's denied. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn.
Joe Harris.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Harden. The shot, no good. And New York will come the other way. To the middle. Feeds it to Parker. Durant with some nice D. And KD's got the ball here for the Nets. Giving up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. And here's Harden for 3. It's rebounded by New York. Parker's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now, here's Quickly. Defense right on him. To the paint. Stolen by Durant. Harris, right side. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Assist from
KD's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
There's the dish to Fournier. And Durant sends it back. O'Connor quickly covering. And stolen by Fournier. To the middle. Here's Ingles. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Although Fournier is known primarily for his shooting, he's a team player who also looks to distribute to his teammates.
O'Connor the pass to Harden. Here he goes. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Swiped away. And here's the break. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, whenever James Harden steps onto the courts, you're almost expecting him to go off. He's got a great reputation that's well earned in this league as an elite scorer.
Now, here's Fournier. On the wing quickly. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Harden inside the three-point line. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's quickly. And it's sent back by KD. Here's O'Connor. A shot missing. And New York will come the other way. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. They need to avoid that.
Now, here's Fournier. Out to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Fournier into the lane. And the rejection by Harden. And there's the drive. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win. And it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. Here's Fournier. That one off the back iron and out.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
O'Connor the pass to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Lucas. Durant's got 43 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Here's Fournier, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now, you can't sleep on the athleticism of Fournier. And this guy knows how to finish, and his dunks are done with style.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Now, here's Fournier. Amazing how many players we're seeing come into the NBA, Clark, from all over the world right now.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver and his staff. But the league is a global league. The star players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide game as well. Every year you get players from multiple continents, Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA.
Now, here's Ingles. And Evan Fournier, good for three. Fournier's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the three-point line this half.
Durant, the pass to Lucas. Now Harden. Pass to O'Connor. Lucas against Fournier. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Wilson. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. To the inside. The feed to Lucas. And here's Harris from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. And the Nets lead by 20.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Stolen by Durant. Harden the pass to O'Connor. Outside, KD. In the corner, it's Harris. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got 5 assists in the game.
You know, you look at Durant, I don't think he gets enough credit for his passing. He's excellent at getting the rock to his guys.
New York calls timeout. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off-seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Pass to Dozier. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Thomas against Hill. Takes a shot at the elbow. It's good on the putback.
How about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And I felt like by making those sharp in-game adjustments, they've really taken control of this season series now. This win will move them to 2-0 on the season with 2 left to play against New York.
And what a huge standout performance it was.
Kevin Durant.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Hill against Thomas. 11 feet away. Hill pulls it in. And so Hill will bring it up for the Nets. There's the pass to Biyombo. It's back to Hill. 5 to shoot. With the drive. And it's Hill with the jam.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Now here is Hill. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. You have seen every type of defense from opponents over the years. What do you enjoy about that back-and-forth challenge?
just every single game trying to figure out what they're doing and how can I be aggressive and attack it. You know, I love playing a game of basketball. I love, being crafty and just trying to compete at a high level every single night. You know, it takes a lot, but I'm built for it, and I'm going to just continue to keep going.
Well, you won the chess match tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.